A while back, we did a little experiment. I talked about 5 different types of products that I myself use to stop rust. Not eliminate rust, but to stop or slow it down. And these are 5 products that are to be used differently. They're not all to be used exactly in the same way, and we did a little experiment to see just how well these products worked. If you've not seen that video yet, I highly encourage you to take a look at it. I will put a link up here so you can see exactly what we did. It's been about 3 or 4 months, and I was taking the trash out today, and I seen this piece of metal laying in the ditch next to the road, and I thought this would be a good day to take a look at it. It is spring. We're not going to have any more harsh weather, at least I hope not. So let's take a look at it and see how well these products did. Basically what we did is we had this stock piece of metal. It was really rusted. We just kind of wire brushed it and wiped it down a little bit. Didn't really do a whole lot of prep like you should. And then we tried these products out so we could see how well they worked. Eastwood Encapsulator Platinum is what I used over here. And I said that is my favorite go-to when you're trying to encapsulate rust. I think it works really well. And in some cases, I think it works better than POR 15. OSPHO is a rust converter, and we used that from here to here. And half of it we top coated with just a can of white glossy paint by Rust-Oleum. From here to here, we use Cora-Seal. Cora-Seal says it does not have to be top coated. I personally feel that it does better when it's top coated, so half of it is just in the open. The other half we top coated again with the Rust-Oleum. From here to here, we used New Hampshire oil, we used the black stuff, and from here to here, we used fluid film. Now the 2 products on the end, fluid film and New Hampshire oil, this really isn't intended how they are supposed to be used. These work better when you're treating a frame or areas of a vehicle or other metals that is not really just in direct contact with the weather. They work great for underneath, they work great in the doors and cavities and inside areas that can't be washed away that easily. That's not to say they won't hold up okay in those environments, it just means they will eventually wash off, and that's exactly what happened here. They washed off. Out of all the products, the Eastwood Encapsulation Platinum worked best. In fact, there was pretty much no rust that is coming through. There's a little bit of dirt down here on the bottom, but again, this was laying in the ditch and it got pretty dirty. I don't think that's rust coming through. I think it's just dirt. The OSPHO did okay, and you can see it's starting to rust through where we treated it. And again, OSPHO is supposed to be top coated. We didn't top coat it, so that's expected. But you can see over here, there is some rust that is starting up behind the OSPHO. It is eventually going to rust through the paint. In fact, it's got a little tiny crack right there, and you're seeing some of the brown come through. The Cora-Seal, which is bragged about not having to top coat, it did rust through. I personally feel it works better when you top coat it, and that's why we did, but it still rusted through the paint. The New Hampshire oil, to my surprise, did okay in this type of environment. It kind of stayed on. Some of the black is still there. You can see where it started to wash off over here. But again, this is just a layer of oil that was in direct contact with the rain, the sun, the snow, road salt, and any debris other cars may have thrown at it. But it still did pretty well. And this is the area that we treated with fluid film, and you pretty much can't even tell where we treated it. Now, fluid film works really well, and I use it all the time when I have certain vehicles that are starting to rust. But where fluid film shines is inside rocker panels, inside pinch welds, inside door panels, in areas that doesn't get a whole lot of direct contact with the weather. Now, to keep this video short, all of these products, in my opinion, are very good products, and they all work in their own ways when they're used under the right conditions. Hopefully this video teaches you a little bit of how these products worked, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos, and at the very least, you might be entertained.